So that is what struck me, and I was thinking to myself while I was watching your sets, like SNL so underutilized your talent stack. It's almost disturbing.
Thanks, doctor. I appreciate that.
Right? I'm sure you've. I know you. That's not a new thought for you.
I don't think they. Okay, maybe
they didn't understand it or something. Or?
They did. Okay, Melissa McCarthy said something to me when she hosted. She says there's so much going on in there.
Yes,
and it's like if they figure out how to tap into it, it's going to be a beautiful thing.
Did you ever write some of the skits? Like
Absolutely.
did you write them for yourself where you could utilize some of this? And they didn't use them?
Nah. I got stuff on. I mean, it works like that with everybody on the show. You know, you submit stuff and sometimes your stuff gets on, sometimes it doesn't. But I got caught into I don't know, like a warp of writing a whole bunch of sketches that just never made it to table.
That's what it feels like to me.
And a lot of it is based on, because I'm a performer, bro. Like, I did theater, started theater when I was 8 years old. So a lot of my stuff that I would write at the time, and now that's different. I'll riddle it with punchlines and all that, but a lot of it was based off of performance, and it's my performance, how you deliver something.
Yes,
and
I saw that.
You can't read it on the page. You gotta be like, oh, I see it.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
And so when you're submitting stuff, they didn't see it.
They didn't
get the translation.
Nah. But I think they. Like I said, I'm not down on them. I could have done a better job of articulating my art when I was younger, but maybe I didn't know how to at the time.
Interesting. And you also got stuck in the Barack Obama.
Oh yeah. That's when I got that, man. Dude. First of all, when I came on the show 2010, and shout out to Fred Armisen. He's so amazing.
So talented.
Fred is so talented.
nice
and funny,
humble.
And, yes,
like ridiculous. Like too much.
A sweet guy.
Yes.
You don't have to. Almost, he's got the same thing that Chapelle has, where it's like they're so nice to you. You think that are you being disingenuous with me?
Both of them. That's so funny you would say that, because the last memory I have both of them is greeting me in such a way. I'm like, no, you're Dave Chapelle. Like, right. No, I'm the one.
Say, oh my God, Dr. Drew, I love it.
Exactly what he did.
Oh man, I've been watching your shit for years.
No, it turned out we had met and I didn't remember, because
really?
I'm such a fan of his. He was on the radio show, I guess, happens to me all the time, because I'm going in there late and I'm like, fuck, who's this guy? Whatever. Okay, good.
And he smokes the pot. He smokes all of the pot, man. You forgot him, and he has a bit.
It's like, Dr. Drew, man, I did your show years ago, man. Years ago, man. It was such a great experience, and now it's called Dr. Drew After Dark. When I see Dr. Drew After Dark, like a doctor after dark, man, you could have like nurses with thigh highs in here, just parading around, just say, hi, doctor, the doctor's in. It's time for Dr. Drew. Oh, that's what I would like.
I'll tell you what. Let's get Jay back just to be Chapelle. We'll pretend we had Chapelle in here.
You want to know what's crazy? I know we're diverting a little bit, but I know where we're going. Central topic, because I was talking about Fred Armisen. We talking about SNL.
Yeah.
But last night after the show, I went to AJ had another show, and I just went. I was like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to do. Like, I'll pull up, whatever. Is at this place called Roscoe's, new comedy club. Little nice. I thought it was, when I saw Roscoe's, I was like chicken and waffles. And then I showed up.
That's L.A.
And I looked, I know. I was like, oh, they've extended. Good for them. They've been there for years. I'm glad that they're finally spreading their wings.
Hey, Booth, do we have too many comedy clubs in Austin? Jesus, this is like...
It's never too many.
Oof.
But the comedy scene has moved down here. Like, you had Joe Rogan move.
Oh, Joe was here, right? The center of gravity Joe brought the center of gravity down here.
He's definitely here now and doing everything that he needs to do and bringing the people on, and that's what he does, and it's all about comedy and just being the most genuine, funny person that.
Like, okay, so all right, so I'm at the club, Roscoe's. I know where I'm going. I'm got ADD. I'm at Roscoe's, right? And AJ's on. He's doing his thing, and they're like, "Man, you want to go up?" I'm like,
"Yeah."
I said, it's funny. I ended up going up, but after everybody had left, I did it for the staff. I was just doing jokes. It was fun. But I said maybe I should just get back here with a mic and just be Dave Chapelle, and then just they won't see me. They would never know.
Like my eyes are sensitive. I just had retina surgery.
It's an interesting.
So
It's an interesting deal. You could go as as any of the guys you do. You could do.
can fool people.
Yeah,
like
easy.
Like it's smoke and mirrors, but I be in the back like, out. Like, look at this guy over here that I can't see. I said, I know there's somebody in the front row, but let's talk about feet. I fuck feet.
And he could do the same thing. I don't know if you know how talented Jay is. You could do Eddie Murphy. You could do. And pass off as those guys.
It's such a now when you're talking about Edward Regan Murphy, it's so hilarious because Eddie doesn't think that I can just do him conversationally, and that's the problem. He's like met him. He said, yeah, you got an impression of me, but it's like Buddy Love or Donkey, from Shrek. It's like that. It's just, and I'm listening to him. I'm like, okay. I'm like, dude, sometimes you got to put on, especially when you're on SNL. You got to you only got a few seconds. So you got to hit the classic,
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. You got to hit all that.
Yeah. So people take to it.
They know what it is.
Yeah.
But while we're look, see how we're doing it. Back to SNL.
And Fred Armisen.
Armisen.
We're getting there.
So Fred Armisen,
who had the same exact kind of like, oh my God, I'm such a fan of.
Yeah.
I can't do any imitation,
No,
but
he's
he's like,
yeah,
oh, thank
Dr.
you.
Drew.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good to see you. I love you. I love
It's
you.
exactly what he does.
Yeah.
You're like, no, dude, you were the talented one. You have the talent. Do you understand?